Good morning. Since we last spoke, I had my hair done again. So I've got my braid put back in, and Satya did my roots in a darker, like mahogany color, purple color, and I think it works well. It's good. So there's your report on the hair front. I did an experiment, and I'm going to show you all about it. So I did it, and I know what to do to fix it. So I'll have to fix it, and I'll try it again. But it's basically using inkjet transparency film, you know, the kind that you put on the overhead projector, and putting that in resin. Also, because I'm a slob, I got my fingers all over it, and it didn't quite turn out, but it's not horrible still. One other thing is it's a checkerboard. So I was going to unmold this today just to show you. I did the checkers. So now there's little ridges in here. So this was probably the most anxiety-ridden thing I've ever done, because I did the red and watched it, and then I did the black and then watched it, and then so it was red 24 hours, black 24 hours, and then now I did the backing in kind of a gold and silver swirl. But it was just really like to make sure that the red and the black didn't bleed together. So loads of fun on that front. But we're gonna unmold this checkerboard. The checkers I've already made. Not too exciting, black and, you know, red, because it was the first time I made it, so I wanted to just do it, you know, like a standard checkerboard. So let's take this puppy off. The most satisfying part is the unmolding, so that's pretty good. You can see the that I didn't munge it too desperately. There's the black, got a little through on that one, and I don't know what that is. But on and on whole, it's pretty good. Boop. So, I have a checkerboard. A few bubbles, but, you know, welcome to my world. Yeah, that's nice. That's really pretty. I'm pleased with that. This is another thing I'm working on. As we all know, we get stickers, resin stickers that are, you know, specifically used for resin. And I thought, you know, from my cricketing, which I also do cricketing, because why not? Printable transparencies for putting things on, like mugs, or I forget what else people were using this for, but this is for an inkjet printer. And I am kind of an octopus nut, and I was like, what if I just print something on printable, there we go, on printable transparency paper? How would that work in resin? Ooh, it's an octopus. It's not a very good one, but, you know, it's a start. If you put it on white, which I can absolutely do, using pinata or a pearlescent mica powder, I like the green around this, and I like the octopus. I think that's really kind of cute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put this in one of my tiny universes and see if this works. So experiment, woohoo! Using printable inkjet transparency paper. So I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm going to see if I can get there, let's look at that. Let's get a focus on that. Not very good. Okay. Lighting bad. Lighting bad. We're gonna cut this out, and we're gonna see how this works with resin. I don't know. Well, we'll find out. Woohoo! Experiments. Excellent. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken a picture that I found on Google, and I printed it on a printable transparency inkjet. You can get these on Amazon, just a sheet of transparency paper. And then I made the crucial mistake of touching it with my resined fingers. So that was a problem. So it's not, you can see it, but it's not, you know, as like completely, totally, and utterly dark as it should be. Pardon the angle. Oh, okay. So here it is. And I have trimmed it down to fit this mold. So I'm just gonna, what I'm gonna do is I've made sure it fits, and then I'm going to pour some resin and then insert the picture. Okay, so we've got some resin that we've mixed and we've heated and try to get the bubbles out. Yeah, not entirely successful, but hey, what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna take some resin and I'm just gonna pour it into this mold. I'm just gonna do enough to coat the bottom. I'm not gonna go like nuts here. I just want to get the picture in, so I'm gonna turn and turn and turn. I find this to be completely satisfying. Got that, and then as we go along the edges, I could put more resin in here, but I'm committed at this point. All right. There we go. Okay. Now, this picture, like I said, was far more vibrant until I touched it with my resiny fingers. So, pardon me, but it is an octopus. So we're just gonna put it in, and we're gonna just push it down, and then push bubbles out. Probably would be best to use a tool so that I don't get any more resiny fingers on it. So I'm gonna slide it up, which is not really gonna work very well, but, and there. Okay, it's in. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pour a little bit more acrylic on it, or acrylic, yeah, because I do nails. More resin on it, just to get it in there. And there are bubbles galore, so I'm gonna hit it with my heat gun. Now this is an octopus, it is under the sea, so, you know, water has bubbles, but, you know, I want to minimize as much as I can here. I see a big one, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just push it out. Go away. Don't want you bubbles, you're not welcome. Alright, let's put this over, see what I got. Okay, yeah, there are some bubbles, but for a test run, it's, you know, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world. I used to use a torch, and then I ruined this mold because I used a torch, because I'm a moron. So don't use a torch on silicone molds, use a heat gun. And this is a Wagner, this is a dual powered heat gun. Dual level, 2, so it goes from low to high. I've used this heat gun when I was doing candles for my boss at the Renaissance Festival, and I really like it. So, okay, our picture is in here. It's really kind of pale because I touched it. But anyway, I'm going to leave this to cure for 24 hours, and then we'll come back and we will look at it and see what kind of doinky things we can put in to make it interesting. Probably not googly eyes, though. Although maybe. Who knows? Be back. So, the experiment turned out okay, but it didn't become what I wanted it to. So here we go. Oh, it's upside down. So you can see I added this little piece of resin to make a kind of an underwater theme. Turned out okay, but still, yes, very, very faint. So yeah. Checkerboard turned out well. Proud of that. Gonna do a video on a bunch of stuff that I've got rolling around in here. It's amazing how much resin junk I have. And I'm sure anybody that does resin will understand. So for now, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay crafty. Bye-bye.